So there you have it, folks. There is a portion of Jarrell Miller's purse withheld due to the face smack that he gave Fabio Wardley last week. And let me counterpunch. I mean, this is nothing new. I think him doing that, it just only loses money for him. You know, I think what we learned from the Lomachenko, Devin Haney, and I think it was another one that they fined, okay? And of course, Devin Haney suing Ryan Garcia, right, for battery or something like that. Yeah, this is what happens now. So this is considered the norm when fighters get out of line before the fight. You know, I think they should let each other fight. This is boxing, not hockey. You know, but even so, you know, it's more like a sucker punch or a jive move, you know, and it's new, okay? Because if this was 2019 when Jarrell Miller shoved AJ, he didn't get fined for anything. The fight didn't happen for obvious reasons, but this wasn't the thing. Now it is. It just shows you that things are changing, rules are changing, and things will always be changing. Now, the good news is, you know, they were thinking it was in doubt because of what Jarrell Miller did. But I think, you know, I don't know how much money was involved, but it has to be like a certain amount of money that you would want in your banking account. You know what I mean? So him doing that, you know, just cost him money. I think it's, you know, it's not necessary, but it just shows you that Jarrell Miller doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care, you know. Him saying that you're soft and him saying this and that, you know, and pumping the fight up and causing, you know, issues for the fight and making that disturbance, you know, I mean, that's what he's all about. But I think that's one of the reasons that makes Jarrell Miller, you know. Me personally, I think it's ridiculous. You know, I mean, he barely touched Wardley, which he did catch him on the face. And nobody wants to be touched in the face in any kind of shape, form, or fashion unless they're in the ring fighting, you know, exactly what they signed up to do, you know. So it is what it is. I think it was unnecessary, you know. I think it's all unnecessary, though. You know, I've seen, because I've been watching boxing a very long time. Bro, I've seen Riddick Bowe two-piece a guy, you know. He's two-pieced a guy. You know, no protection, no gloves, right there in the podium, bow, bow, you know, catch this dude with two-piece, no sides, and nothing was done. You know what I mean? It wasn't even that kind of party. You know, Mike Tyson bit Lennox Lewis on the leg and when he took a jab at him, you know, when they were face to face. So those things happen in boxing. I think, honestly, boxing's getting soft. I think it is. I think it's really getting soft. And I think, you know, again, people are allowing these things to happen. You know, they're, you know, a shove or a slap or, you know, Teofimo Lopez, I think, is that other example when when he slapped Barbosa, you know what I mean? And, you know, same thing. And I think these fighters are going to learn, you know, like, hey, stop that. Wait, save the energy for the fight. Let that happen, you know, at that time. Instead of, hey, these guys, you know, you're getting fined for somebody that you're going to punch in the face anyway. I just think it's ridiculous. You guys tell me what you think of Jarrell Miller getting portion of his fight purse withheld due to the foul of Fabio Wardley. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.